Congratulations, you made a group, you created a topic, and now your students have submitted Flipgrid responses to whatever it is you put in there. So the question is, what's the next action now? So the first thing you might want to do is you might want to stop or freeze your topic so students can't keep adding videos to that. What you're going to do is you're going to go down to the topic of your choice. Beside the active, you'll click the drop down, and then you're going to click frozen. So what does that look like on a student point of view? Well, the good news is if you don't remember, you can actually go up to the join code here and you can view it as a student. I'm going to click on this. And you can see here is the topic. It is frozen. Now notice there's nothing posted here for students to see because I'm going to be moderating all their videos. So if I go into this topic, you can see that everything in here is hidden because I haven't moderated it yet because I want to go in and see feedback. When I'm ready to release that, I'll just click on the drop down and I'll hit active and that will release it. But let's see what you can actually do when students give you responses. First thing you'll do is you'll click on it and view it.
So I think the coolest flying inventions were from Da Vinci, where
so you can see it's a response to a flying machine. And you'll notice too, right in here, you can skip through all the other students that are in here to see what it is they submitted. But let's start with this one here.
So I think
now, things you can do on here. You can actually give a video response as well. And if you turn that on, your students will be able to give a video response. This is great because it offers peer assessment, peer feedback. You get to give assessment and everyone gets to see that. It's like having a discussion but with video and audio. So if you added video here, that's going to add it to the feed. You can go over and click feedback. And this will actually give feedback, but only to that student. So this will only show up on their dashboard. So once again, you can record a video feedback. You can go down here and you can type comments as well. And if you wanted to, you can make a rubric. There's a little bit of a grading rubric here, just a point scheme. You could use that as well. And another neat feature is they actually have closed captions, so you can actually see what the student said. Take it with a grain of salt because they have to speak fairly clearly for the immersive reader to work and record that. So before I send this back, let's actually go add a public comment just so you can see what that looks like. So it's a normal screen, records, there it is. You have all your effects. You would hit record. Great job. I love what you did with Da Vinci. He's one of my favorite inventors. You'd have better feedback, obviously. But let's hit next. Great job. I love what you did with Da Vinci. He's one of my favorite. Notice you can always edit this stuff. And then you can always take a selfie. So they know that's going to be from you when you respond to that video. Okay. So that's in there. So now you can see that the comment is down there, but everything's still hidden. And just to verify that, let's go back just so I can show you what it looks like. So this is still frozen. So when I go over to the students, look, it's still frozen as well. They don't see anything on their dashboard. So I'm going to have to do a couple things. Number one, I need to unfreeze this and make it active. Then I'm going to go back into there. And notice I did put that comment on, so there's feedback for this student, but it's still hidden. So there's nothing going to be showing on the dashboard here. So even if I refresh, there's still nothing here. So let's go now and make this active. And when we go back, let's do a quick refresh. There you go. Now you can see a student response, and you'll notice there's a comment on that student's response. So when I click on there, it shows the original video, and it goes in and it shows my video. Great job. I love what you did with Da Vinci. He's one of my favorite inventors. So here's where you get to create that peer evaluation. You get some anecdotal reports. You have that conversation observation between not only the original video, but also multiple students, yourself. It's engaging. It's a way for the students to interact with each other. And there's really no limit to what you can do when you keep posting new topics.